Hello, you have here the new NG gas stove. It has a stainless steel surface and piezo ignition. The model is called NGB 200. So let's start with the assembly. Videos, we have already installed 3 of the legs, but it's fairly simple to tell you the truth. It's just like you take one leg in your hand, you just hold the nut and just screw in the leg. Simple as that. Now you have it stable, and I think it should hold. I think it's okay. The gas stove has to be laid on a flat surface in order to burn correctly. One thing that we forgot to tell you is that actually there is a protective foil over it, which you can remove. We're not going to do it now, but it's better to remove it. NGB 200 model has actually 2 burners. The one is a single burner and the other one is a double burner. In order burners to function correctly, you have to carefully install the burner rings. They have to be pressed inside and laid flat so that there is no movement. After you have the single burner, it's now turned to the double one, and as we said, you have to install the burner ring correctly and laid flat. Then there is a cap which has to go on top, and now you have it assembled. It's time to install the pan stand. You have 2 pan stands for the 2 burners. It's fairly easy to put them in. The NGB 200 gas stove has the wok function, which means that you can take out the legs of the pan stand like that, and now you have the wok function. Other than that, it depends on the size of your pot. You can use smaller pots like that, or you can even use bigger pots. You just move them like that in front and back, and for the wok function you take them outside. In order to understand the functions of the pan stand, we have prepared different sizes of pots that now we will show you. For instance, now when you take the smaller pot and you put it on the gas stove, it lays directly on the burner. But if you move the legs inwards, you can now use the smaller pot as well as the big one, So there you have it. One thing that I want to go back to is that the gas stove has to be laid on a flat surface in order the pot not to go from side to side. Function, you can use even different sizes of pots as well as the wok. You can use a fairly decent sized pot like the one we have prepared for you. So when you lay it on the burner, as I said, it's very important not to have it on a slippery surface or something, because otherwise the pot is going to be moving. The last is to connect your gas stove with the gas bottle. In order to do that, you have to connect the gas hose to over here. This is how the hose. You take the one side of the hose and you insert it into the outlet, like that. Then you have to use a screwdriver in order to tighten the clip over here. We're not going to do that now because we forgot our screwdriver, but it's how it should be done. This is the clip. You loose it here, move it over here and tighten it with the screwdriver. After you have connected the hose to the gas bottle, you have it ready to function. to ignite the burner, you have to press the button inside, hold it for a couple of seconds, you will hear the gas going through, and then you turn it to the left until you hear the click. Now you have the fire. To have a correct combustion, you have to adjust the airflow. Now, as you see, or I don't know if you see correctly, the airflow is not steady enough, and you adjust the airflow until you have a blue flame. In order to there is an air shutter underneath. We will turn it off. This is the air shutter. See, you can correct the airflow. You can have a lot of air or less. Until you have the blue flame, you have to correct it. Now you have the two burners, and as you see, they're not burning correctly. Now you have to adjust the airflow, and that's how it should be done. As we show you the air shutter underneath, this is how you have to adjust it. Now you have the blue flame here. Unfortunately, the weather is a little bit against us, but I think you got the point. And now you have it, the new NGB 200 gas stove.